Hello and welcome back to Sport on 7 from the Dubai Rugby Sevens. We'll now head over to the Jumeirah Golf Estates, which witnessed a spectacular finish to the Race to Dubai European Tour season, which ended as the best tournament win for Matthew Fitzpatrick from England and Henrik Stenson's best year of his career. The Earth Course at Jumeirah Golf Estates once again played host to a thrilling finale of the European Tour Race to Dubai, with 4 players battling it out at the top of the rankings. After a poor start in the opening 3 rounds, Henrik Stenson pulled things back in the final round to secure his top spot in the order of merit standings. The 40-year-old Swede began the 4th round, placed 27th in the DP World Tour Championship, and finished things off in a formidable fashion at 65 to register a final score of 12 under par. The late surge meant that none of his close competitors could challenge him in the European Tour's order of merit standings, gifting him the chance to not only lift the Race to Dubai trophy, but also conclude what he described as the best year of his career. Stenson walked away from the Earth Course with a number of accolades under his belt, such as the British Open Championship, Olympic silver medal, world number 4 ranking, and now Europe's top golfer again.
Yeah, I was hanging in there. I think I had a lot of bad starts last week in South Africa to my rounds, but I managed to turn them around and go the full distance, and it was kind of the same here this week. I was hanging in, and I got to give myself a high number for my fighting this week. I haven't brought my best game, but I managed to come through on the Sunday and play the best round that I played in the last couple of tournaments. So very pleased with that, and of course delighted to be Europe's number 1 again.
How great is it to win it again, especially on the year that you described as the greatest year of your career?
Yeah, that's it just shows the amount of good tournaments that I've had throughout the year. Of course, the highlights of winning the Open Championship, but also winning the BMW International Open again, and second in the Olympics, and a lot of other strong finishes. So it's been a very, very solid year, and that's why I'm standing here with the Race to Dubai title at the end of it.
It was a bit of a neck and neck with Alex Noren as well, so a good way to show how Swedish golf is very evolving at the moment.
Always feels good that the old guys still can hold the younger ones back a little bit, but I have to congratulate Alex. He's had a phenomenal year. He's won 4 times since the summer and played some great golf. He's up to 9th, I think, in the world ranking. So he's had a great year. Unfortunately, there's only one that can win the year and Race to Dubai, but he's done very, very well, and I have to give him all the praise that he deserves.
Absolutely, it's a very special relationship with courses here in Dubai, and wonderful fan support that you've got there this weekend as well.
Yeah, a lot of family and friends out there, and a lot of fans that cheers me on. So always great to play in front of the home crowds, and I've been very successful over the years down in this part of the world. So yeah, it's great to be back and great to win again.
Danny Willett, Alex Noren and Rory McIlroy were the other hopefuls who still had a fighting chance to topple Stenson for the top spot. However, their success depended on the Swedes' misfortune. After a forgettable outing in the tournament, Danny Willett finished 413,474 points behind Stenson to finish 2nd in the order of merit standings. The Masters champion needed a top 5 finish to have any chance of overtaking Stenson, but struggled to a tie for 50th in Dubai, ending the tournament at 1 under par.
It's not been quite good enough, has it, for what we needed to do. Just a disappointing 4 days, really, after some good momentum at the weekend last weekend. Started out slow, but moving in the right direction. Thursday, Friday, then Saturday was back to being a bit on and off again, and frustrations kind of getting in the way of playing any golf. And then today I played all right. Shoulders been hurting a little bit, but played pretty good, but didn't hold anything again. So yeah, it's a disappointing 4-week stretch that I've just had to end what still will be a pretty memorable year. It's just a shame how it's kind of come to a conclusion. So.
Fans were treated to a pairing of Stenson and Rory McIlroy in the final round, who both recorded late surges to finish off the proceedings at 12 under. World number 2 and certainly a fan favourite began the final round almost out of contention at 5 under par. After 4 birdies and an eagle on the 5th, the Northern Irishman earned a glimpse of a chance to defend his Race to Dubai title. However, a bogey on the 11th made the European glory a bit far-fetched. Starting fourth in the race, the world number 2 needed to win the DP World Tour Championship, and Henrik Stenson finished outside the top 45. Danny Willett 6th or lower, and Alex Noren 3rd. Missing out on the Turkish Airlines Open earlier in the month had affected his chances of lifting the title. However, McIlroy said he had no regrets.
Yeah, missing out in Turkey definitely isn't going to ruin my season. It's been okay. Look, I alluded earlier in the week that my major championship performances haven't been what I've wanted them to be. But if you take the majors away from it, I feel like I've played pretty well and had a very good season. So next year I just need to make sure that my performances in the majors match up to what I've been doing outside of them. Yeah, it was a good way to finish. Yeah, I didn't start very well. I started very slowly. Yeah, and that's the thing I'll probably look back on this week and be disappointed with the most. But it was a good tournament. You know, I felt, you know, after the first day, if I could have clawed myself back into the top 10, it'd be a good effort, and you know, I was able to do that.
Aside from the battle at the top of the Order of Merit standings, the DP World Tour Championship was a memorable occasion for England's Matthew Fitzpatrick, who at the age of 22 became the youngest Englishman to win 3 European Tour events. It was an all-English affair at the top, as Fitzpatrick remained 1 stroke behind Tyrrell Hatton during the final holes. A bogey at the 17th hole did cost Hatton a lot, with Fitzpatrick pouncing on the opportunity to birdie the 18th hole and finish at 67 to register his 3rd tournament win. The win also allowed Matthew Fitzpatrick to climb to the 6th spot of the European Tour standings, while the 2nd place finish for Tyrrell Hatton meant overtaking Rory McIlroy to finish the European Tour season at number 4.
Matt, presented with an opportunity towards the end and well capitalised as well. So what were you going through towards the end and getting the final putt? Describe the experiences.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I've got to admit I was a little bit nervous, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy coming in, but you know, I backed myself under the pressure, and hopefully, well, I say hopefully, fortunately, I pulled through.
Now, talking to us about, you know, you're saying 22 and winning one of the major tournaments of your career and the biggest tournament of your career pretty much. Now, is this a new benchmark to progress further?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, I can sort of reset my goals at the end of this year and really put a good plan in place on what I want to do and what I want to achieve next year, and gives me the confidence to sort of go on from strength to strength.
Where do you see yourself now in the coming years, especially with PGA Tour card as well in one of your targets?
Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself. You know, it's difficult. The game of golf's it's a tough one. You don't always play well, and you don't always play bad. So you know, you've got to be realistic, and you just got to play as well as you can each week. And sometimes your best isn't quite good enough, but sometimes, you know, you have weeks like this, and it is.
Well, that's it for Sport on 7. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can tweet us at City7TV using the hashtag Sport on 7, or you can write to us at sports@city7tv.com. From the entire team, it's goodbye for now.